Hello everyone, I am Lakshmi.H.R of ECE Department of Maharaja Institute of Technology, Thandapura. I am going to give a brief introduction about the microprocessor. The microprocessor was introduced in 1971. The first microprocessor was Intel 4004. What is microprocessor is? First of all, a microprocessor is a single chip which is present inside the motherboard. Microprocessor is also known as the CPU, central processing unit of the computer, as well as the brain of the microcomputer, where all the operations are done by the processor. It is capable of processing data. Every components are controlled by microprocessor. Components like control unit, input output unit, arithmetic logic unit are controlled by the microprocessor. Microprocessor is a stand-alone. RAM, ROM, input, output, timer are separate. It means which are not present inside the processor, which are externally connected to it. Designer can design on the amount of ROM, RAM, and input output ports. It also works as similar as the human brain. How the human brain generates a signal to the every part of the body, like that, in the same way the microprocessor also works inside the computer. I am going to give some types of microprocessor which are not mentioned here. CISC, digital signal processing coprocessor, and some of the examples that are also not mentioned here. Intel 80286 and 8086 are of 16-bit microprocessor which are capable of storing a 16-bit of data, and Intel 8085 is of 8-bit of microprocessor that are capable of storing a 8-bit of data. And here you all can see the block diagram. It is similar as the CPU. There are input output devices, ALU, control unit, register array, memory unit, where input devices are used to give the input data to the microprocessor through input devices such as keyboard, mouse, scanners, etc. And there are ALU unit, control unit, and register array. ALU unit which performs the arithmetic and logic unit, control unit which controls overall microprocessor, and memory unit which stores the data which are performed in the microprocessor. And there is the output device which are used to produce the output, which are produce the output through output devices such as monitor and printers and etc. So now I'm going to give some differences between the microprocessor and microcontroller. Applications of microprocessor: computers. Computers like PC, laptops are used for web browsing, word processing, as well as more complex computation. Consumer electronics, smartphones and tablets are used for graphic and edition. Consumer electronics, smartphones, that's all. Then industrial automation, machinery, robotics, and production line used. And also microprocessor are used in radar, satellites, and filters. Then processing power is higher compared to the microcontroller. Memory, externally flexible. I've already told you that externally flexible, which means because of all the components, not RAM, ROM, and input output devices are externally connected, so this is externally flexible. Then microcontroller is limited in size, so which are all inbuilt. which all the components are inbuilt, so it is a limited size. So it is difficult in flexible. Power consumption is higher in microprocessor compared to microcontroller. Size of the microprocessor is larger compared to the microcontroller. Price of the microprocessor is expensive compared to microcontroller. Input output, I've already told you that input output peripherals with input output pins are needed externally because it is externally connected. Thank you.